Oh, my finger. I've honestly been pissing about with this for a good hour now, and I just can't figure out what's going on. Okay, we got a bit of camber problems. You're pushing me off, man. It's gone squiffy, lads. It's alive. Now then, the last video I made on this car, nobody watched. Don't know why. You must think I ain't got feelings or something, that's fine. But I'm doing a video on it today, and by the end of today's video, right, we're gonna try and get something to move. We're gonna try and get the wheel to turn. I figured it out. The reason nobody really watched the last one is because you didn't get to see something happen. You just saw me put the rear subframe together. Now I was gonna do a video last night assembling these rear trailing arms. Look, brand new bushers, wheel bearings. Oh, this one, look at this one, because this one still needs to get the poly bush in. But assembled these last night, they're good to go, ready to go on the car. And after that, there's not a lot else for us to do. We can get the car, in theory, we can get the car to turn a wheel. So what's it missing? It's missing a prop shaft, diff, it's missing some little bushers here, which I've got, drive shafts, it's missing rear trailing arms, it's missing rear shocks, rear springs, it's missing some nuts here, it's missing a rear anti-roll bar. I don't have one of them at all, but we'll sort that out. It's missing an exhaust, but we don't need that to turn a wheel. But we'll start simple. We've got the shockers, China finest, all the way from the People's Republic. Yeah? You remember these, don't you? The Max Peders. Ready to do the dampings. Max Peding rods, focus on performance, adjustable damper coilovers. But we'll not worry about that, because we're gonna install the goods. We're gonna have the rear end all together-ish, sands a few bolts. We don't need all the bolts. All we want to do today is turn a wheel. I'm not going to be able to reach round. I'm like, oh, maybe we've got a 4-door hack. Oh yes, 4-door hack. How do you get the rear strut on? One-man job. Just open the rear door. Right, struts are on. Next job, I'm going to try and put the diff in, which means I need a little help from an old friend. He's just had an operation, lads, or lass, whichever one you fancy. But it's just been repaired because it was a bit broken. Now he's going to give me an hand, old Jackie Tran. We're going to get the diff in, me and you, buddy, together. So I'll lift the diff onto there and then try and squidge it in. Kinda works. Not the most stable hands, old Jackie Tran, but we're going to have to trust him or her. Okay, she's ready. Now then, Jackie Tran, we need to be careful there, lads. Oh, we're going to hit the boot floor, Jackie. Now this may be a 2-man job, right? It would be a bit easier as a 2-man job. But you only piss with the dick you've got, right? And today, I am on my own, so I might have to manhandle it, you know, and just try and get it sat in the cradle. The cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man on the moon. Where you going, son? Ow. Now I won't be long. And we'll get together again. You know we'll have a good time then. So the first bolt I want to get in, somewhat, is that rear one, the big bastard. And then I can pivot it for the fronts. Right, that's the rear bushing then. And if we just jack it up slightly, should now be able to get the front ones in. Thank you very much, Jackie. We'll come back to our guest later on. He's going to give me a hand. They're going to give me a hand getting the prop shaft on. But for now, we shall get the trailing arms on. Maybe a little drive shaft here and there, you know. Well, we might have a showstopper on the old prop shaft, chaps. I'm going to try and bodge it the best I can, but for starters, I mean, we saw a lot of grease up there, didn't we? I think this CV joint is del fucked, just feeling it there. Fucking lots of slop in that. But something really weird's happened with it, and if this happens on E46s a lot, you can let me know. But half of the bolts, right, these are E12 bolts, I can't get onto them. Just literally can't get a socket on. See? If I spin it round, there is one of them where I can. There we go, one of them can just about get a socket on, yeah? So what seems to have happened is the casing where the CV joint sits has kind of expanded or maybe even exploded. There's something not right going on there. It's very loose and very fucked. But I'm going to take a chisel. You can see I've already been at this one. So I'm going to take a chisel and just try and flatten them out so that I can then get a socket on. And then we'll take it off and bodge it on. Because I really want to see the bogie turn a wheel tonight. I don't know about you, but I'm fucking ready for it. Regardless of the moss. So yeah, let's just fucking keep going. I'll keep at it with the hammer. Obviously I like hitting things with hammers. We'll try and get this prop shaft off best we can, but definitely gonna have to replace this CV joint, which will be fun. Yeah, this is fucked. I only had to chisel 2 of them. Not too bad, is it? Oh man, it's so fucked. There's balls missing out of it. Oh, there's one down there, that's why. Yeah, this CV joint has had a bad time. Proper fucked. You know what, I love grease. Did I ever tell you got that? I fucking love grease. Where's the missing ball? It's the last Malteser. Right, me and Jackie Tran are gonna go and bodge that prop shaft on, so give us 2 minutes. Easy. CV joint is so fucked. Another thing for the list then, laddie. This is a bit brave. That's just took it. Right, we're gonna go for 3 bolts. That'll be enough. That's 2 halfway in. This CV joint is so broken. Right, trailing arms on. Some wheels on. Well, I'm cheating a bit slightly now. I only really have enough bolts to do one side. Well, I say enough bolts. I've had to use some diff bolts in the trailing arm front bush. That's all I could find, but it seems to work all right, so what's the worst that could happen? May live to regret that. Hey, don't go falling off. Oh, my finger. Okay, we should leave some of this a little bit loose until we get Del drive shaft in, which may as well go now. Well, I've been struggling for ages, and it turns out I've been a fool because I've not been playing with E46s recently. Well, I can make excuses up, but put this fucking thing in the wrong way, haven't I? This is for this side. Maybe the trailing arm will go on now. Well, I'm so very close, but I'm having a real bad time. For some reason, I can't get this rear trailing arm to sit straight. It's bowing out at the bottom like some mad camber. So the actual camber arm itself is, you know, a couple of inches out of the way. Now I'm starting to fear that the drive shafts might be too long, but I just compared it against one of the old ones and it seemed alright. So yeah, I can't figure out. I've honestly been pissing about with this for a good hour now, and I just can't figure out what's going on. There's something stopping the trailing arm from sitting straight, and this bush don't look too good in here. You know, this bush is on an angle, but the trailing arm is, so there's probably a lot to do with it, you know. But anyway, I want to see a wheel move and then go home, so let's just fucking send it. We've got 2 bolts in here. We've got hardly anywhere else. Everything's just hand tight, but let's see if it'll turn a wheel. Then we can fucking go home. Oh shit, bastard. We are running the Fast and the Furious Jetta brake setup. Okay, we got a bit of camber problems. Borrowing some juice from the M3. It's fucking heavy then. I hope it's not got an alarm. It's alive! Okay, this is either going to go really well or really bad, so brace for impact. Did it work? Hope that wasn't an anti-pasty climax. But I think it turned a wheel. Did it turn a wheel? I think it did turn a wheel. Now, I'll try and figure out what the hell is going on. The shafts must be too long. That's all I can think of. It's been a right fight just to get to this tonight. And I thought I was a good man on the E46s, but yeah, I've not seen this before. Now hopefully by the time I post this video, I'm a couple of weeks behind on my videos. So hopefully before the time I post this, I've figured out what's going on. But feel free to have a discussion in the comments as to why I can't get this on. To me, it seems pretty obvious that the shaft's got to be too long, right? But when I put it up side by side against the other shaft, it didn't seem that way. So that's a bit strange. Right, I don't know if we can class this as a successful day or not. The wheel did a turn, but we've clearly, either I've missed something obvious or something's not quite right. So you've enjoyed watching. Thanks to my Patreons. The Patreons, obviously, chipping a bit makes me more interested in doing videos like this, which I know people, you know, the full channel might not watch, but because the Patreons are giving the tips, then yeah, it makes me more inclined to just think, fuck it, I'll just crack on and send it. So yeah, if you enjoy these videos, thank the Patreons, because they're a big part of why I do these garage videos that don't actually do that well in YouTube terms. But yeah, that's all from today. So we turned the wheel. Free bit of tyre there for you. Have it. Right, goodbye. Right, I've not watched this video back yet, but I know I'm not going to be right impressed by the amount of work we got done. So we're going to go into an extended play, carry on the tools. I've got some more bits. We're going to get the rear end mostly back together, get the springs in. We've got some brakes, we've got loads of cool stuff. Come and look at this. We're carrying on, right? Nice car here, by the way, look. Good car approved. We've also got a treat off Dan, I'll show you it in a second, but he's giving us a quick treat from his old 330. But I've been to BMW today and got loads of bits. A lot of this is for the shifter rebuild. I'm going to do a separate video on that because I'm going to rebuild the shifter because it's a bit of a sloppy cock at the minute and no one wants a sloppy cock, so it's all over the shop. So I've got quite a lot of bits here. There's shifter rebuild, but I've got some brand new eccentric bolts for the rear alignment. Got some brand new caliper bolts because we've also been donated some rear calipers. They're from a 325, but they should be fine. We don't need rear brakes. We've got a new CV for the prop shaft, so that we'll get that on. It's got a new gasket and everything. I'm not sure how I feel yet. I did a test fit and it kind of wanted to disassemble itself when I put it on, so maybe it just, I don't know. We'll be a bit careful with that and we'll put it back on. But yeah, look, and I've got the golden ticket. The main thing I was missing, the only reason I went to BMW, but obviously ended up getting a few other bits, is these little locks that hold the camber arms in. So let's carry on. Let's get some fucking bits together. Let's get it all sorted. Let's stop swearing as often, Daniel. You need to stop swearing as often. New nuts, look. Got loads of new nuts. These nuts. Yeah, we're gonna have the brakes on. We're gonna have the suspension bolted up tight, torque to spec. Maybe. I need to do the ride height really for the torque to speckings, don't I? But we can get it something like, chaps. So let's carry on. And you'll notice, if you notice this notice, you'll notice this notice was not worth noticing. You'll notice it's actually all together. And yeah, what do you think the problem was then? Seasoned E46 pros will know. I've done more stuff like this on E36s than E46s. I didn't realise the diff was offset. So I've always thought these shafts were always the same length. Nope. I had the long shaft in here, which is why it was like that, and had the camber gang. So yeah, now everything's happy. I've swapped the shafts over. We've even got an exhaust on. Can you see this? Are you seeing this? We've got an exhaust on. It needs a bit of... Oh shit, what's happened there? It needs a little bit of welding. Dan's going to help me with this tomorrow, hopefully. It needs... Where someone stole the catalytic converters off of it, it needs repairing. And this is the gift from Dan. This is a genuine pop and bang ECU with a higher rev limit, right? Yeah. Over 7 grand at least. Wow. So we've got an ECU which will obviously have the EWS and everything removed. Yeah, man. Yeah, obviously we're not going to put any lock wire on our oil pumps. If she blows, she blows. Who cares? But yeah, we've got a remapped ECU, bros. Yeah, Dan's donated that to the cars, so thank you very much, sir. But yeah, this video we'll just get this rear end look. Take a look at it now, with its missing bolts and no springs. Let's get it fucking sorted out, lads. Well, it was all going so well, and it shattered me already. Got brakes on this side, look. I'm working my way from this side in, yeah? Working my way this side in, yeah? So I've got them little, fancy little fucking tag nuts. These things, yeah? You can't get a nut in there, so they just decided to make this little thing. Little tag nut, little locking nut, I think they call it, right? So it wedges itself in between the subframe, and then you can do the bolt up, right? So what's happened then? Well, I was trying to stop swearing, but I've got this one here, yeah? And I've put it on. Now, what happened was, it went a bit sideways when I started turning it on, and I thought, oh fucking hell, what's happened here then? So I ran a tap through it, cleaned it up. Yeah, it's alright, there's nothing wrong with it. I had another go, and yeah, it's gone sideways again. And now it's gone really tight. I don't know if you can quite make out on camera, but it's sideways. Now, is that because, I don't know, is it meant to be inside? I don't think it's meant to be inside, because the parking, I think it's meant to be outside where it is. But is the force of the sideways is making it go, fucking, it's gone squiffy, lads. I just put this side on to prove it works. So, fucking, there must be something wrong with this bolt, right? Maybe this bolt needs some threadings or something, yeah? So what I need to do is just remove this bolt and then give it, you know, a run down the tap, see if it's broken or so. I'll just take it out, shall I? Oh right, okay. Yeah. No comprende, por favor. Okay, now the drive shaft's out the way. Oh, you can't see that, can you? What a privilege that would be for you to be able to see that. Well, what can we do? Luckily we've already got the tools out, chaps. Yeah, Roy. So what happened then? Well, someone probably removed this with a hammer in its past life, maybe, and just caught the end thread or something. But she's out now. Right, you can't really write this shit. So I got the bolt fine, right? And this thing was still being a bit of a bitch. So I thought I'd give it another quick clean. Got the tap in all the way, as far as you want to go. And I thought, I'll just squirt some lubricant on it for the way back up. Well, I already greased it, but I thought put some lube on it. And now it's frozen it in there. It's literally frozen it in there. I can't get it out. Like, you shouldn't be having to put this much effort in, and you definitely don't want it to snap. So, this is fucking lame. Very lame. Now it's gonna snap. Like, what the fuck, man? There's me thinking a bit of extra lube would be alright, and it's just like frozen it in. No, it's gonna snap. Like, I'm just gonna have to leave this now. It's gonna have to stay there forever. But we'll get on with the fucking brakes and Worry about this another day. Fucking... Just in case you were unsure, that went tits up, yeah? Proper tits up. Fucking beach. You fucking beach car. Okay, we now have brake on both sides. Many brakings. And guess what? I fucking won, haven't I? I have absolutely won. So I gave it a little bit of time to cool down. I think it might have been real hot and then I sprayed this on, which cooled it down, and then that's why it went tits up. So when it was cold again, I sprayed some more of the lubricant on, got the tap out after a bit of force, and now look, that's the bolt that wants to go in. That's the bolt that can go in. Look at that. Butter, yeah? Now, I know what you're thinking, engineers. I know what you're thinking. Dan, that locking tab, it's not meant to be a straight thread. It's meant to have a little bit of a piss on the end so that it locks in. You know, a bit like a locky nut. Where are they? Where's the locky nuts? You know, a bit like these locky nuts, yeah? Meant to be a bit funky. That's how they lock down. Well, you know what? I don't give a fuck. Well, I do give a fuck, obviously, because I've noted that this is not ideal anymore. But if it'll let me button it up to the car, then it'll be fine, won't it? I mean, drifting's really easy on a car anyway, boys. Like, obviously not, but at least can get this fucker back in. Yeah, wee bastard, yeah. Right, anyway. We're not spending too much longer here tonight, chaps. We've got lots of new stuff in. New alignment bolts, new nuts up here, new caliper bolts, well, carrier bolts, CV joint and stuff will be another day. Because I've absolutely lost the interest for tonight, you know. This thing really pissed me off. You're pushing me off, man. So this weekend I'm hoping to actually get the car on its wheels. I don't think I'll be doing any videoing. Might do. If I've not edited this video by the time this is on its wheels, I'll give you a little peek, but I'm spent for today. That little thing, the little lacking, the tag nut thing, that really wound me up because it just didn't need to happen, and then it just happened, and then it was just pain in the ass. But such is life, my friend. We've got a lot more done today. I was feeling a bit like the previous 10 minutes or so, whatever the start of this video, just to get the wheels turning. I kind of felt like that wasn't worthy of its own video, so this has been a nice little extension. It looks like more of a car now, doesn't it? So the rear end's nearly there, look. She's nearly there, chaps. We've got brakes, we've got suspension, we've got tailpipe. So this weekend we'll be making the exhaust, fitting that CV joint for the prop shaft, and then I'm going to rebuild the shifter as well. That's going to be a separate video because I know there's a lot of BMWs out there with sloppy shifters, and you're probably thinking, oh, I need to put one of them right notchy shifters in that are 8 short and that to fix it. Well, you don't. You just need to change a few parts. So yeah, I'll make a video on its own of how to make your shifter feel a lot better. Right, that's enough from today then, chaps. Thanks for Patreons and everyone else who likes and subscribes and comments. Bastard's nearly there. Hopefully by the next video it'll be able to move under its own steam. That'd be lovely. Because she's not even been off the ramp yet, and I'm drifting it in 2 weeks. 2 weeks I'm meant to be drifting this thing, so yep. Busy few weeks ahead. Stay tuned. Just as an update to the update to the update. No? I got the man up.
Don't go near it.
Okay, that's fine. We'll not go near it. We'll say I welded it if you want. Dan the man's just welding my exhaust up, making me a decap pipe from when the cats were...
Just cobbled.
Yeah, it's fine. It doesn't need to look nice, Dan. Have you seen the rest of the car, mate? Yeah. As long as it's just makes an exhaust. As long as it gets the gases from the front to the back, that's all that matters. I've fixed the clutch as well, and I've rebuilt the shifter today, which might have already been in. Have you seen that video yet? I don't know, but I'm going to do a video on its own rebuilding the shifter. So she's nearly there. All I need to do, well, I'm waiting for a drop link to arrive, an oil filter to arrive. She's got to be mint, mate. So yeah, there's your final update for this video. Enjoy, have a good time. What's MR2 doing back on ramps then? Well, you don't want to know.